say we go out on a date? Have some chicken, maybe some sex. You know, see what happens.
Oh, let me get this over here.
There's nothing like an ongoing feud to keep the blood boiling. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie rivalries. Whether it's caused by opposing views, intense dislike, or just general hatred, some of these conflicts are the motivating force for some of these characters.
Hey, I got a wacky idea. What say we settle this on the runway? Han Solo.
It's the reason they get out of bed every morning and what they dream about at night. And while a few may take it to dangerous levels, it's not always about literally murdering the competition. However, you won't see any superheroes on this list because we've already got you covered there with the top 10 comic book rivalries. And you won't see any cartoons because we've already got you covered with the top 10 cartoon rivalries as well.
I'm sorry to hear that. Now come on over here and pick me up.
Number 10, Harry Potter vs. Draco Malfoy, the Harry Potter franchise.
Didn't Mummy ever tell you it was rude to eavesdrop, Potter? Oh yeah. She was dead before you could wipe the drool off your chin.
These wizards may have grown up together, but they weren't the best of friends. Far from it, actually. When you consider that Draco pretty much hated Harry at first glance, it makes sense that Harry wouldn't like him in return.
Give it here, Malfoy, or I'll knock you off your broom!
Plus, Mr. Potter's a pretty good judge of character.
You'll soon find out that some wizarding families are better than others, Potter. You don't want to go making friends with the wrong sort. I can help you there.
I think I can tell the wrong sort for myself, thanks.
But their schoolyard hate fest eventually progresses to a much more serious and dangerous enmity. As the unanointed princes of good and evil, their rivalry is representative of a much larger battle.
Well done, Draco. Well done.
And we all know how that turned out. Number 9, James Hunt versus Niki Lauda, Rush.
Hey, asshole! It was my line. I had that corner.
What do you mean, the one that you spun out of and finished facing the other way? I think that corner had you.
What's life as a professional racer if you don't have a rival? The blonde versus the brunette, the Englishman versus the Austrian, passion versus precision.
Because to be a champion, it takes more than just being quick. It's the whole picture. You're just the charger and the party guy. That's why everybody likes you.
Now try saying that and tell me you're not jealous.
Life couldn't possibly have been faster for either of these gentlemen, as they struggled to one-up each other over the course of their professional rivalry on the racetrack. Through devastating accidents and marital woes, their relationship kept their eyes on the road and their desire to win at the forefront.
And now we're both champions of the world. It's not bad, huh?
No, it's not bad.
So don't let me down now. I need you busting my balls. Get back to work.
Number 8, Cady Heron versus Regina George, Mean Girls.
Evil takes a human form in Regina George. Don't be fooled, because she may seem like your typical selfish, backstabbing, slut-faced hoe bag, but in reality, she is so much more than that.
What started out as a clique infiltration ended up turning into a social coup d'etat.
I saw Cady Heron wearing army pants and flip-flops, so I bought army pants and flip-flops.
It's the daughter of anthropologists versus the school's reigning queen bee and leader of the plastics.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
And it would seem they both underestimated each other. These two leveraged their popularity and their growing personal awfulness in an attempt to take each other down. But it reaches a fever pitch, and their rivalry is soon taken to new heights.
Do not trust her. She is a fugly slut.
Number 7, Happy Gilmore versus Shooter McGavin, Happy Gilmore.
A guy who can drive the ball that far, oh, he can really draw a crowd.
You know what else could draw a crowd? A golfer with an arm growing out of his ass.
Friendly competition isn't really the word to describe the relationship between these two.
And Shooter's not about to let his reign at the top be spoiled by some freak, sideshow clown.
Did you just call me a freak? I was on this tour for one reason, money. But now I got a new reason, kicking your ass.
especially not when one of them is willing to buy the other's grandmother's house as leverage to force his hand in a golf competition.
If I beat you, I get the house back. You beat me, I'll quit.
You're gonna beat me? At golf? Oh, you're on.
With the pro golfer versus the unconventional amateur, the competition is fierce, if not a little aggressive. And considering this is an Adam Sandler flick, it's also a little ridiculous.
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No.
Number 6, Nina Sayers versus Lily, Black Swan.
I watch the way she moves. Imprecise, but effortless. She's not faking it.
The world of ballet isn't all pirouettes and tutus. The pressure to land, or even to keep a role, can bring out both the best and worst in people.
I'm nothing. Nothing! Nothing! Nothing!
These battling ballerinas are no exception. These two dancers are like the halves of one whole, the innocent and virtuous versus the reckless and seductive. What starts out as a simple professional battle for superiority eventually devolves into a violent confrontation with no true victor.
It's my turn! My turn! My turn! It's my turn!
Number 5, Marty McFly versus Biff Tannen, Back to the Future.
Hey, I'm talking to you, McFly, you Irish bug.
Being transported back in time to witness your father being harassed by a boneheaded bully can be tough.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think, McFly.
Having that bully become a constant source of antagonism to you as you attempt to introduce your parents so you can be born is pretty much a doozy.
All right, punk. Now, whoa, Biff. What's that?
Having your father's bully become your arch nemesis is truly a unique circumstance. And then having his family members harass you across 130 years of history may be worst of all.
You. Hey, lighten up, jerk.
Mighty strong words, runt.
Number 4, Roy Munson versus Ernie McCracken, Kingpin.
Your bladder feels like an overstuffed vacuum cleaner bag, and your butt is kind of like an about to explode bratwurst.
Hey, you mind? I wasn't talking when you were bowling.
Was I talking out loud?
Most sports rivalries don't end up with someone losing a hand, but that's how this one originated.
Watch the door.
Once a bowling phenomenon, but now one-handed thanks to Big Ern's dastardly con, Roy sets out to get revenge on the man who left him and his hand to the dogs. Along the way, he mentors an Amish bowling protege in the hopes that he'll rise through the ranks and eventually embarrass his arch rival in a high-stakes bowling tournament.
Ishmael, welcome to my church.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, and by an Amish guy.
He's what is called a born loser. A real Munson.
Number 3, Robert Angier versus Alfred Borden, The Prestige.
1, 2, 3. Go. Oh, that's bloody marvelous, Cutter.
Being a magician requires knowing the secrets to tricks that defy belief, but sometimes those tricks can turn deadly. Though they started off as friends, the rivalry between these two magicians borders on obsessive,
Call it a professional rivalry.
with each one constantly on a hunt to expose or embarrass the other.
He's a no-talent magician, and they're calling him the bloody best in England. Why?
They eventually reach a point of desperation where they'll try anything to conclude their back and forth. But nothing can put an end to the tricks and twists in this relationship.
I don't know what you've done. But you're not afraid to get your hands dirty anymore, are you?
No, not anymore. And I win.
Number 2, Maverick versus Iceman, Top Gun.
That's him, Iceman. That's the way he flies, ice cold, no mistakes.
When you're a brash, bad boy naval aviator who can't be tamed, no straight-laced overachiever is gonna stand in your way. It's a competition to be the best, even if being the best ends in a fatal training accident because you can't chill out.
So, you need any help? With what? Figured it out yet?
What's that?
Who's the best pilot?
No, I think I can figure that one out on my own.
And really, these two probably could have skipped the whole aggressive conflict thing and gone straight to the friendship.
Maverick. It's not your flying. It's your attitude.
At least that way fewer people would have gotten hurt, and maybe there would have been more volleyball. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
My name ain't Chump, it's Billy Hoyle.
Billy Hoyle. Billy Hoyle. Billy Hoyle. Okay, Billy. Now, can you count to 10, Billy?
Who is it?
You know goddamn well who it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't come to the door right now.
With the gods as our witnesses, let us pledge that the winner will allow the loser all the proper funeral rituals.
There are no pacts between lions and men.
Last I heard, my gym makes money. Yours doesn't. My gym's worth over $4 million. Your gym isn't worth 4. I have shareholders. You haven't even got cup holders.
He's a cold person.
No, you don't know me.
And that lack of warmth, that coldness was there. It permeated the club when I arrived.
I totally refute that. You ask any of my players, I was like a father to them.
I will have you know that I have more talent and more intelligence in my little finger than you do in your entire body, sir.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
You look like a blueberry.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
Well, you have bad hair.
Number 1, Rocky Balboa versus Apollo Creed, Rocky.
Hey, kid. You ever think about retiring? No. You think about it. Yeah.
It's not every day that a debt collector gets a shot at the heavyweight title.
Come here, Rock. It's my main man. Rocky, ain't you Italian?
Yeah, I'm Italian.
Well, now, what does that mean? That means if he can't fight, I bet he can cook.
And considering that the reigning champ doesn't even consider the underdog a threat, it makes the rivalry that much more intense, at least on one side. But with a little luck and a lot of training, maybe the underdog can go the distance. It's not until Rocky and Apollo are in the ring that the gloves come off, so to speak.
Put your hands up there, chump.
I'm out fighting.
Come on.
And they're allowed to battle it out.
Yes, he is.
Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite movie rivalry? For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody!